Go ahead. Yeah.
Sean, let me jump in there real quickly because Jim makes a valid point. You know, on oversight in Government Reform Committee, the Judiciary Committee, we've requested some 1.2 million documents, the same ones that the Inspector General is looking at, but we want those in unredacted form. We've got less than 10,000 unique documents today, and we continue to find this is Rod Rosenstein, our administration. We continue to ask for it, and yet we get it in a fashion that, quite frankly, has very little value. So it's important that we get the documents so that we can get to the bottom of the story. And I think that you'll see it points in a very different direction towards Hillary Clinton and the Democrat campaign to spin this narrative.
Okay, so where do we go with Mueller at the end here? You know, because I played last night on Hannity. I played literally, just a week and a half before the election, then President Obama telling Donald Trump to stop whining, that no serious person would ever think it's possible that the Russians could ever, have any impact on our electoral system or anybody else. And it turns out that if you go back to May of 2014, Devin Nunes of the House Intel Committee was warning Obama about this very specific threat, and that Obama did nothing, and it seems this narrative only emerged because they never thought Hillary was going to lose, and she did lose.
Yeah, I think based on the fact that Mr. Clapper was leaking information, they were a little more concerned about undermining what the American people did when they made Donald Trump president than they may have been in actually dealing with the issue at hand, namely the fact Russia was trying to sow chaos in our electoral process. I don't think they did, but never the fact that they were trying to do that. So yeah, we got to take that seriously, and let's hope that going forward we're doing the things that need to be done.
Well, I hope so. What about the second special counsel? It seems when the Attorney General mentioned to Shannon Bream last week that in fact he had now for a couple of months somebody that once worked at the DOJ now investigating a lot of these issues, especially FISA abuse issues. Where's that going to go? I mean, is that a prelude to a special counsel? Why is it taking so long to get a special counsel?
Well, it shouldn't take so long. Jim and I have been closer to that decision than we've ever been before. But there's a reluctance, and the reluctance many times is to suggest, once you appoint that perhaps there was some type of bias within the Department of Justice and DOJ. And we believe, Jim and I both believe, the vast majority of our FBI and DOJ officials are great public servants. But there is enough suggestion that a few people acted inappropriately, specifically with regards to getting the FISA warrant and the way that it was done and using the dossier, that we believe only an independent third party could do that. So the pressure will continue to ramp up until hopefully they make that a point.
Yeah. Sean, think about this. James Comey's been fired. Andrew McCabe has stepped down. Jim Rubicki, former chief of staff, has left the FBI. Jim Baker, former general counsel, has been reassigned and demoted. Peter Strzok has been demoted and reassigned. Lisa Page demoted and reassigned. That's the top people at the FBI. So we're supposed to think that they can investigate themselves. Of course we need a second special counsel, but let's make sure you don't pick someone from the swamp who's part of the deal. Pick someone outside of there and let's figure it out, and then let's let Congress get the information that we need so we can get answers for the American people.
Well, I think that's the bottom line. I also think the American people, in spite of all of this, we've been able to get a lot of things done. I was frankly stunned when the Heritage Foundation came out with their study that showed that the president has already accomplished 64% of his agenda, which was higher than Ronald Reagan's first year at 49%. And usually in first years of presidencies, we get a lot done. I think we could have gotten even a lot more of that done.